Hi everyone, welcome to Presence Martial Art channel. And to start off, I'll have to apologize again for the lack of newer content for the past couple of months. I know I've apologized once already when I came back from the shooting of Warrior Season 3. But unfortunately, circumstances hazards that I was unable to upload any new content up until now. One of the main reasons is that my study has been very hectic. I spent a lot of time in watching lectures, reading research papers, doing assignments, and reading through textbook and recommended reading material. I'm barely keeping myself afloat every week by spending all my extra time on study. And to make it worse, South Africa, being a very badly managed country, is going through something we call load shedding, which basically every day there's a scheduled amount of time where there's no power. On average, it's about 4 to 6 hours per day where we have no electricity. So I had to basically manage my time around that, to not fall behind in my study, and therefore it makes it even less time for me to make videos. And to make matters worse, Ari has also kind of went through some personal issues. I'm not gonna disclose it here due to privacy reasons, but yeah, so he went through quite a bump last month, and also kind of made him unavailable for a while, and then his mother came to visit him, and that took further time from his schedule. And so actually I have managed to record some video, but I just never really had enough time to actually edit it and upload it. But I definitely do have a plan to do so in the near future. Oh yes, and also I have an issue with my editing software that also kind of giving me problems, and it took me a while to be able to fix it. Now today's video is very strange, and it's kind of something I've never done before. This is actually a video that's requested as an assignment for one of my subjects in university on psychology. The only reason I'm uploading this video is because this is pretty much what I've been doing for the past couple weeks, and since I have nothing else to upload, I hope that at least some of you might find this video interesting. Yeah, so it's just like a placeholder while I get time to edit the actual martial art related content. So if you don't want to watch something that's not martial art related, I guess this video isn't for you. But for others, this might still be of interest despite it not being related to martial arts. Anyway, without further ado, I hope you do enjoy and find this video interesting. And hopefully I'll be able to come with martial art related newer content in the near future. The importance of adult romantic relationship has always been studied since the early days of psychology. But it wasn't until 1995 that researchers finally realized just how important a close bond might be. Based on a paper by Baumeister and Larry, they postulated that our need to belong may be just as intrinsic and fundamental as our need to eat. Since then, a wealth of research has been conducted on the benefit of forming close adult relationship. For example, a high-quality relationship could reduce the early mortality risk by 50%. It can also reduce risk to a wide range of diseases, including cardiovascular disease as well as cancer. Furthermore, it can also reduce the risk as well as increase the chance of recovery for various mental disorders such as schizophrenia, depression, and addiction. Now, while there are no shortage of reasons as to why we should form close romantic relationships, it does not explain why we actually do so, because the majority of the people is unaware of this whole array of potential benefits. Yet, on an intrinsic level, we can't help ourselves but to wanting to form close romantic relationship with other adults. Now, why is that? In order to understand the fundamental driving force in forming romantic relationships, we're going to have to look into evolutionary psychology. According to the current study of the fossil record, our social tendency most likely came from our ancestor Homo erectus, which is the hominin that populated the African plain during the Pleistocene epoch. while they already have invented stone tools and weaponry, it was probably their ability to form social groups that really gives them an edge against evolution, as it is far easier to fend off predators as well as hunt for prey when you operate in a social group. And it was so efficient that individuals who are unable to function in a social group could not survive and pass on their genes. And as a result, all Homo sapiens today has inherited our tendency towards social group from our ancestors on a genetic level. Now, while social bonding allows us to overcome daily challenges of life, romantic bonding, on the other hand, allows us to ensure a better survivability of our offspring, which is ultimately the goal for any life form that is based on a cellular structure. We can see evidence of this in how our body generates dopamine and oxytocin when we are engaging in romantic relationship. At the same time, our body also moderates our stress nerve system and allows us to overall feel less stress than people who are unable to form a secure bonding. In other words, on a biological level, our body rewards us when we are engaging and forming in a romantic relationship, and punishes us when we are unable to do so. Furthermore, phylogenetic study has shown that some of our key features on mating has been inherited from our ancestors 6 million years ago and has more or less remained unchanged. These include our sexual desire, our attraction towards facial symmetry, as well as sex hormone and menstrual cycle. While some might argue that our sense of attraction is influenced by social and cultural constructs, appreciation for facial symmetry has also been found in chimpanzee, who does not share our same cultural construct. A better explanation for our attraction towards facial symmetry is that it is a predictor for us to avoid mating with people that has potential diseases or genetic defects. Therefore, no matter how we process our need for mating on a social or cultural level, we cannot deny that we are fundamentally driven by genetic and our biological need. And this is why romantic relationship is so important to us. It is written in our DNA, and whether we know it or not, we crave for it on an intrinsic and fundamental level.